Hey, 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 wealthy people. How are you doing? Hey, wealthy people. How are you doing? Welcome to my very first YouTube live. Imagine that. Exciting things, exciting territory. Oh my goodness. Yes, I just thought I would start from this time, and then obviously I'm going to be testing other times and see which one is the best time to go live. So just help me out here as I go through it and basically test this new space. But how are you doing? How is it all going? So, what I'm going to be talking about today is what it means to be world fluent. As it's my first live, I thought that is where I would start with the origin of it all, right? So, if you've not come across me before, which probably you haven't because it's my first time on this platform, my name is Anwin Bat, business world strategist and founder of Work Fluency, helping business women gain control and clarity of your business finances so that you can have more F words. And what are these F words you say? That's fun, freedom, and family time. Okay, so drop in the comments for me. What are your F words? Do you want to add any to the three that I already have that I help my clients basically achieve and get more of? Do let me know. I always love having a conversation with, again, people that I interact with because I want this to be an interactive space rather than just me talking at you. So, what does it mean to be world fluent? Well, if I go a bit back now in regards to how I started my money journey and my wealth journey, I was not always good with money. In fact, I'm going to say I was abysmal with money, so bad that my first car got towed away by bailiffs. Okay, so that's how bad I was with money, that my first car got towed away. I was struggling with rent and all those different things that I know you would relate to. And then when that got taken away, because this was at the peak of where when I felt independent. So this is literally at 19, 20 when all of this happened. And also at the peak of me, being myself, entering into my womanhood and really being independent. In fact, that was around the time when Independent Woman from Destiny's Child came out. So you know that, I was on top of my game and you could not mess with me. But I wasn't managing it all correctly. I was basically building my castle on sand. And on that day, on that morning, it all came crumbling down. And it really got me to revisit the fact that I can't live like this. I can't carry on like this. And that's where my journey started to money redemption, so to say. That's where my journey started. And I started off with Jen Sincero, the You're a Badass. So I covered her series, and that was really my introduction to understanding my money mindset, understanding more about money management, and also how to leverage me and understanding me. That's where my journey started. And more than 20 years on now, I've been in the financial space for just as long. Over 20 years now, I've been in the financial space. And 10 of it, I've been working as a consultant with investment banks, basically helping them implement strategies that will make them regulatory compliant and still make money. And some of these strategies, I'm bringing it to small business owners so that you too are able to build a business that builds your wealth, are able to have a business that supports your lifestyle and your definition of wealth. Okay, so that is basically what I do, and that is my background into how I came about, starting World Fluency, which is the company I'm running now, and how I came about basically getting all of this together. So a lot of it is coming from my investment banking space, but also I trained myself. I got myself trained as a financial coach, and I did a lot around behavioral finance as well. So a lot of what I'm sharing with you is not just, a pie out of the sky. It's a lot of research data that I'm bringing back to you, a lot of proven strategies that I'm bringing back to you, not only with me and my clients, but also with other individuals that have tested different aspects of it, especially in the academic space around mass psychology, but also around financial behavior. So that is a little bit about me and my background. I've mentioned to you already that I'm Anwin Ba. I'm a multinational, as probably you can tell from bits and pieces of my accent here. So born and bred in London. Grew up in Italy, uh, moved worked in various banks in Europe actually, then got tired of London, as a lot of people do, and up and went to the Caribbean. And currently, I'm between the Caribbean and the US. So that is quite fun. So that is a little bit about me. Share a little bit about yourself in the comments as well. What are you doing? Where are you located? What is your business about? Where are you in your business? Are you just starting out, or you're quite established, or you're in the scaling phase? That would be absolutely great to know. So back to my topic at hand, which was around what does it mean to be world fluent. So as you were growing up, and whatever your mother tongue is, you didn't grow up speaking your mother tongue, isn't it? So you became fluent in it, and you learned it, first you started with the alphabet, then you started piecing words together. Then after piecing words together, you started putting phrases together. And then from phrases together, you started, having a conversation and putting sentences together. Okay, so here we're talking about the first 2 or 3 years of your life. And that is the same methodology I use with a lot of business owners as well. That in the first 2 or 3 years of your business, you are still putting things together. Okay. You're learning the alphabet, you're putting words together to make a word, you're putting letters together to make a word, you're putting them words together to make a phrase, and you're putting a phrase together to make a sentence. Okay. And when you've mastered that, that's when you start looking at the grammar, punctuation, past tense, future tense, and so forth. It's exactly the same with business. When you're starting out, you're understanding, okay, what is your talent skill? Okay, where are you bringing value? What solution are you bringing to the market, or what problem are you solving? That is where you start. Then when you've captured that, you then start narrowing down as to who the solution is for, your messaging, how you're going to basically bring your solution to the people that need it, and all of that. So being well fluent comes after, when you've is the grammar part of building wealth with your business, is the grammar part. And what I mean by is this, the grammar part is after you've put the phrases together and you're able to put a sentence together. So you're basically able to make sentences, you're able to bring revenue into your business, you're able to make an income with your business, no matter how big, no matter how small, but you're able to bring income in your business. That is where you are now. In regards to building wealth, you see, you've learned a certain amount of fluency. So you're now fluent in getting an income with your business. You know how to market your business to bring in money. The next step now is being well fluent, is now learning the language of wealth, learning the language of money. And to be able to do that, one thing that you need to understand is yourself, and understand what your money story is, what your money routine and your money habits are, to be able to leverage that so that you're able to build wealth with ease, with simplicity, and that it is sustainable. Okay, you want to build wealth that is easy, sustainable, and straightforward, to be quite honest. Okay, so that is what it is. That is where you start with wealth. You start with yourself. The most important formula in any wealth equation is you. You are the most important formula in the wealth, or you're the most important variable, I would say, in a wealth equation. So understanding you, understanding how to double down, how to stop, and how to push back is important when it comes to you building wealth, because it's not about riches. Riches is something else. Okay, it's about building sustainable wealth that you're able to enjoy with your family, your community, and whoever so you choose to enjoy that wealth with. Because wealth needs to be balanced, wealth needs to be harmonic. And you being fluent in wealth is that you understand the different facets of wealth. You understand the financial side of wealth, you understand the spiritual side of wealth, you understand the physical side of wealth, you understand the emotional side of wealth as well, and you understand the health, or I could even say that's still physical side of wealth. You want to understand all of these different elements of wealth, and that being wealthy and being wealth fluent is that you understand these different elements and you know how to balance them out, so that you, at the end of the day, have harmonic wealth. Okay, so that is what I'm talking about, and that's what it means to be wealth fluent, to speak the language of wealth with ease. Okay, to speak the language of wealth with fluency, with confidence, so that you're able to do things, to live life, to have options. Okay, the worst thing that could ever happen is that you're being restricted by circumstance. You're being restricted by the fact that you don't have access to funding, to knowledge, to individuals. No. So that is why it's important for you to build wealth. And the fact that you have a business, the fact that you have a business, you have got the most straightforward way to build wealth. Because with a business, you don't need capital. You don't need no learning curve to basically to start a business. I'm talking about. Okay, you can start right now where you are with the skill sets you have. That is why business is the best wealth building vehicle there is out there. I could tell you a lot of the private banking clients, high net worth, ultra high net worth individuals, they all have businesses. Every single one of them is a business owner. Okay? So that is what it means to be wealth fluent. You speak the language of wealth, you understand your language of wealth. You have a definition for your wealth. And what I want you to take away from this live is go away and write up what does wealth mean to you. And that easy way that I really get my clients to really think about it is split out the word, the letters. What does W mean to you? What does E, A, L, T? Every single letter you want to write what it means to you. The W might mean wisdom. The W might mean wonderful. The W might mean anything to you. The important fact is, what does it mean to you? Okay, so I am going to come off now, but I just wanted to jump on here. First of all, thanks everybody that's watching my inaugural first live on YouTube. And also, as a takeaway, I really want you to, do that exercise. What does wealth mean to you? WEALTH. What does it mean to you? Okay, and that's the very first steps in becoming wealth fluent. Remember, we're starting with the alphabet here, right? In fact, we're starting with making sounds. Ah, we're starting with making sounds. Okay, so let's start making the wealthy sounds. What does wealth mean to you? All right, so I'll be off now, so I'll allow you to enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you tomorrow here at the same time for another session with me, Anwin Ba, on wealth fluency. Bye bye for now.